Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing good. We've got more news to look at today, so let's just jump right into it. If I can go back to the first page, there we go. All right, I have forgotten how to use PowerPoint. Slideshow from beginning. There we go. All right, so start off with Mini GT as per usual. So this is a pre-order from July 28th. As you can see, some pretty nice stuff. We got another Liberty Walk McLaren right there. They are bringing back the Liberty Walk or LB Works Lamborghini Aventador Limited Edition. That's the actual name of the car. It's not technically a limited edition, but yeah, they're bringing those back. So we got this one in black. The new BMW, that's the M5, right? Or is that the M4? Crap, I can't remember. I should have looked. But we do have a stock GTR R35 right there. That one looks really good. Another S15 Sylvia Liberty Walk. So yeah, there's that. Another one. I don't know. Like I said, it's the new R35 for Mini GT. And then we also have that Lancia right there too, the Stratos, which looks really cool in my opinion. So next up, another pre-order. This one's from August 11th. So we've got a couple more F1 cars right there. Um, I don't remember which ones those are. Are they Mercedes? I think they might be Mercedes. I can't remember for sure. I apologize for that. But we do have the Lotus Esprit right there. I think that's the turbo. So that's awesome. We have another M4 competition. I believe that's competition. That one's in like a dark purple color, which is awesome. Another Volkswagen ID Buzz in like a yellow and white. A BMW i7 X-Drive. That one's in blue. Apparently, they're bringing back this Liberty Walk Supercasting for I have no idea why. They made a ton of them already, but they're bringing that back. So there's one there. So yeah, next up, Cube Cars. A couple of you guys have asked me about this. I do not like this. I think this takes away from areas that it, it stretches Mini GT thin, right? Like they already make stuff for BBR. They already do Kaido House, and they already are focused on their own Mini GT lines, along with TSM, which has stuff from various other skills. I don't think this is necessary. I personally, and this is, I'm not going to let my personal preference get in the way and, put judgment on what you guys decide to do. But I personally don't like these. I've always thought that these tuned cars are just kind of stupid. I have no desire to collect these. I don't think they look good. I get that there's a market for it. I know that there's a lot of people out there that like it. I don't expect to see reviews of these. I don't even know that I'll cover them in the news videos because they're not 1/64 scale and they're not realistic at all. They're honestly these I would consider as toys, collectible toys. But anyways, moving on from that. You'll also see that Glenn kind of exposed his Mini GT sweatshop here. I know that's really mean to say. Um, cancel me if you want, but yeah, that is legit. Like oh my gosh, can you like not at least get them like some decent chairs to sit on? They're literally sitting on like children's stools. This guy like right behind Glenn's shoulder right there. That I know that dude's back's hurting. Look at how he slouched it. I don't know. It was really funny. Anyways, up next, there was this what was it called? It was a little like pop up event for Mini GT. It was the Mini GT Polar Model Exchange Meet. I don't know where this was, to be completely honest with you. I have no idea, but they did show off some nice stuff. So a lot of stuff we've already seen before, but there was some pretty noteworthy things. It gave us some nice photos of this new Ferrari. It's the F80, right? And then also the 12 cylindry, and then just some other sneak peeks and whatnot. There's some other photos. They did actually show off some pretty cool stuff though. So they showed off this yellow version of the Liberty Walk Lamborghini Murcielago, which looks good. It's got tire printing. It's got text on the wheels. It looks like if only they would give attention like that to the race cars and not just the Liberty Walk stuff. Because on the top right, you'll see that this BMW M4 GT3, this is the first model that they're doing as a collab with Fist for the China GT. No tire printing at all, nothing. It makes the model look it makes the model look so weird. And if they continue to do this, you guys are going to get a booster crash out. Anyways, this Porsche in the top center does look pretty good, though. I don't know what ring taxi is, but I'll have to look into that. It does look nice, though. Bottom left, you got an Aston Martin and a BMW Z8. Those look like James Bond versions. Really cool. This Countach down at the bottom looks freaking amazing. Really excited for that. Another photo of this tailor-made Ferrari and also an SF90 right there. Next up, some more James Bond stuff. The Jaguar right there. Some BMWs, Veilside. Another one of the Lamborghini Aventador Liberty Walks. You've got this really cool. I thought they were done with this casting, but I guess they're doing at least another one. But the oh my gosh, what were they called? The super snake? No, I don't remember what they were called. But the Mustang with the long wing. This one's in the King Cobra theme. It looks really cool. And then another Lotus Esprit Turbo from James Bond. And someone did point out, which I thought was really cool, these skis on the top of the car actually do have like the ski, like the correct ski branding that was in like the movie. So that is really cool. And then some Senna stuff down here as well. The little carts look pretty good. Next up, we've got a Kaido House pre-order. So there's a Nissan Fairlady Z, uh, Kaido GT Police. Apparently, Kaido House has their own police department now. But Volkswagen T1 Kaido Works, pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of some wacky thing Hot Wheels would do, which makes sense. You know, Junimai used to be a Hot Wheels designer. But then you have the Toyota A86 Sprinter Trueno in Advan, and then the BMW M3 Kaido Touring Champ V1, which I actually think is cool because it has like a big BBS livery on it. I just hate the Kaido house is plastered all over their models. That's one of the things that turns me off about it. But yet another limited edition. I don't even really know. It says Kaido House Garage Venice exclusives. I don't. I guess this is for the little like grand opening thing that they're doing over in California. Not exactly sure. I don't think many people really care about these anymore. So next up, Tarmac Works. We got a couple pre-orders. So this one's for July. We got some really cool stuff. I think that's a Honda Integra back there. I think that might be a Mugen one. The Audi R8s. These are the ones that they released at, I think it was the Macau Grand Prix, but they're bringing them back, so everyone will have a chance to get those Audi R8s. I really want that Kuromi one. I think it's really cool, and I might get the other one as well. Another RWB with some crazy huge wing on it. It says Army Girl on it, so interesting. Usually those RWBs are based on real cars, but we got the Fiat Rally car. Is that the 131? Super cool. And then also the Ford Escort. Those both are must haves for me. Another pre order, this one for August. This one went live a couple days ago, but you've got that Schuko Porsche at the top in that iconic purple and green livery. I think there was like a Le Mans car that raced in that livery or something, or maybe that is the car and it was rally or something. I don't know. Another um, Mercedes F1 car. We've got the first car for the Moon Eyes collaboration, Toyota GR86, pretty cool. That Porsche 911 GT, is it the GT2 RS? This was the one last news video I commented. They showed a real sample of, and the wheel looked really funky. It does in this render as well. So I don't know. We'll see about that. We've got a Mercedes 190E, not the Evo 1, not the Evo 2. It is just the regular 190E. So that is awesome. And then we've got a Koenigsegg, a couple Koenigsegg's. We've got the Gemera, which is really cool. I'm not gonna pick any. I'm not gonna pick the Gemera up. I really like the Gemera, but there's not gonna be any carbon fiber printing on it. And then another. What is this one? That's the CC. Sorry, I had to look at the one I do have. I have the silver one. It's the CC850. I do forget the name. There's too many cars to memorize all the names of, but yeah, that one in white with the white wheels. Also, Monterey Car Week 2025 is also going on like right now, like today. And Tarmac Works is selling this event exclusive Pagani Huayra R. It's in a blue, like a full blue carbon fiber. It actually looks really nice. So I might have to try to pick one of those up because it is a pretty nice one. And then for I think we did mention this last news video, but the Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, they have these two event models that they'll be selling there as well. Next up, oh, you guys, I have been asking for this. Well, I haven't really been super vocal about it, but it's one of those things that I've been keeping hope, like I've had hope for I don't know, probably the past year and a half. Let that soak in for a minute, guys. Let that soak in. Are you guys seeing this? I know this is kind of old news now because it was from a couple weeks ago, but are you guys seeing this? LCD and Koenigsegg are now we are getting Koenigsegg from LCD models. I whew, I don't think you guys know how hyped I am for this. I don't think you guys know how big of a deal this is. This is freaking amazing, and this is kind of another reason I don't really care about the Tarmac Works ones anymore. To hell with those. This is going to be incredible. If you guys know LCD, you guys know that they put out some of the most detailed models that you can get in 164, at least in my opinion, as far as diecast goes. So, yeah, it says officially partnered up with Koenigsegg to bring fully licensed models to 118, 143, and 164 diecast. So, oh, I can't even tell you guys how happy I'm about this. This opens the door up for some amazing models. So, yeah, LCD, oh, they are, aside from Mini GT, I've said it before, LCD is my favorite brand. Anyways, we do have some more stuff from LCD, not just that. These four models right here are event models for um, Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, but with the way they've been doing event models lately, it seems like they'll release them as regular versions later on as well. But we've got the first Huracan STO. It's in that silver and yellow color theme. Looks awesome. We've got a McLaren Senna GTR and then two colors of the Zonda HB Barchetta. I'm actually really excited for the black one because I think that is one of the real colors. There was only three of them made in real life. I think black full carbon was one of them. So yeah, I might have to pick up a few of these. Hopefully they release them as regular versions later on. But they're also bringing us two new um, colorways of the Pagani Imola. I actually really like both of these. Both of them are full carbon. We've got some cool accent colors, so I might have to pick up both of these as well, to be honest. And next up, Almost Real. So they did announce this. They are doing a collaboration with BMW and Need for Speed, and they are making the BMW M3 E46 GTR, like the poster child for Need for Speed. So, and I'll be honest with you guys, I've never played Need for Speed in my life, ever. I know that's crazy. Some of you guys are probably going to think I'm nuts for saying that, but I've never played it. But I know the card. I know how big of a deal this is for a lot of people. Look at the card art back there, too. Yeah, so this is definitely one I think I will be getting. Next up, Almost Real also did announce that this is on pre-order. Finally, the LC500. This one's in red with a nice like tan leather interior. I am really excited about this. A lot of people love the LFA. My favorite Lexus has always been the LC500. I think it is such a sexy looking car. So really excited for those. And also, um, Almost Real showed off that they're sponsoring some race cars, specifically Porsche, which makes sense because I think they're coming out with some Porsche diecast and whatnot. And they're sponsoring this car that's doing a throwback livery to that Newman Porsche. So that is super cool. And I think, I can't remember where I heard it from, but I think somebody did confirm that they will, Almost Real will be making these Porsche race cars in 164 scale for us. So that's going to be amazing. Next up, another really cool thing is Spark is doing the Hoonigan Porsche 911, the Hoona Pegasus. This was the Pikes Peak car. My only gripe with this, it is an amazing car. I absolutely will be buying one of these, especially if they have authorization from Porsche and Hoonigan. But my gripe is where's the tire printing? They literally did tire printing for all, so they're doing it in 3 or 4 scales. Oh yeah, that's right. So they're doing it in 187 scale, which is smaller than this. 164, 143, 118. Everything in the in these prototype photos had tire printing except for 164. You cannot tell me that Spark is going to put tire printing on a 187 scale and not a 164. So I'm holding out hope it has tire printing. If not, that's going to be disappointing, but it's still not a model I'm going to pass up, especially because Spark is, typically fully licensed and all that. So, and here's some more Spark stuff that's kind of like on pre-order. And as you'll see, all of these seem to have like the correct tire printing and everything. Even the AO Racing Orica right there looks like it does have Goodyear printing on the tires. So I'm holding out hope that they're kind of transforming their Sparky brand into Spark, and they're going to make everything uniform with tire printing. So yeah, that's definitely something to look forward to. They also did announce these. These are, I think these are collaboration with Tiny Hong Kong. Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't say anything here, but they've been doing a bunch of them, especially Porsche. And we've got two box sets here. So the one on the left, the one on the right. The one on the left has the 175 and the 177. Um, Porsche 953 1984 from the Paris Dakar Rally. And they both do have the Rothmans logos and text on the car. So I'm hoping that stays for the final versions of them. I hope, or at least I hope they provide decals. I hope they just, it's not just blank. But then on the right, you do have the new Rough Roads Porsche 911 Dakar, and then the number 176 953 Dakar. So really cool. I hope they keep the Rothman stuff. But yeah, those are pretty awesome. Next up for BMC, we've got a couple event models for Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, and we've got the Toyota 11, and then we also have the Honda Civic EG6 in the Castrol livery, which is pretty cool. And then they also did do an event model for the model car show, which was I guess like a week ago. And yeah, they did this Toyota Celica GT4 with a couple figures, some swappable parts, so pretty cool. Paris 64 is next with some new pre-orders. We've got two colors of the Toyota Innova, the 2022 version. We've got one in black, one in white. Then we also have a Toyota Celica Supra, which is really cool, and then a Honda Civic Type R. So pretty nice pre-orders from them. I went too far. Hobby Japan next up. They did announce 5 pre-orders, 5 colors for the new Honda Prelude, which I think, if I remember correctly, is going to be a hybrid. So that's kind of lame on Honda's part. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that it was going to be a hybrid. So, but yeah, it is cool that Hobby Japan has jumped on the gun and is going to put out some of these for, I'm sure, a lot of collectors that are really going to want these. And I think it's actually a really nice looking car. Next up, Hobby Japan, we do have, um, this is the Toyota Chaser. This was actually the 1997 Japan Touring Car Championship test car, which is really neat. You don't see stuff like this. And you'll also notice in the center of the wheels, you do have the OZ Racing logos. I definitely think I'm going to have to pick up these Toyota Chasers that they're doing. They're also doing some stock Toyota Chasers. So these ones right here, these are all the same castings, just 5 different colors. It's the JZX 100 1996, and then they've been doing this with a lot of their castings lately. So they'll do like a, a casting, they'll do like a stock version, and then they'll do a version with like aftermarket wheels. So that's what these are. Same colors, they just have a 10 spoke like copper bronze wheel on them. But I think they look pretty good. I might have to pick up like the green and the like burgundy one. I think they look nice. Next up, Tomica Limited Vintage. Excuse me, we've got a couple new things from them. So this is the Nissan GTR Premium Edition T-Spec 2024. And I guess this is like a commemorative celebratory model of 10 million units that Tomica has made, if I'm understanding this right. So honestly, I think that's pretty cool. That's a reason to do a Chrome special model, not just some random events. Anyways, next up, we've got 2 different colors for the Toyota Crown Estate Athlete 5 from 2001. These are super sick. I think I might have to grab one of these as well. I love wagons like this, especially like Japanese wagons. Oh, So good. Next up, we've got a couple different Nissan Fairlady Zs. This blue one is a ZT 1977, and then the police car version is, um, I think, just the same thing, but just a police car. So obviously different wheels and stuff, but they both look really good. And then last but not least for them, we've got the Mitsubishi Fuso Aero Star non-step bus. I don't know what the non-step part means, but this thing is really detailed. There's so much cool stuff. Yeah, I love that we have Tomica around. I don't collect stuff like this, but I think it is. I love looking at it and seeing it. It's so cool. Next up, ignition model. For those of you guys that don't know, they are making a return to the 164 space, and I think they're going to be cheaper than they used to be. I think they're going to be in that like $25 to $30 price range, but they are showing off a couple RWBs right here, and they actually look really, really, really good. Much better than Tarmac Works, in my opinion. So if I decide to start collecting RWB, I might start with ignition model. And then they also did show off two colors of the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 Z-Tune. So those are both very cool as well. And then they did have an event model of this Z-Tune. At least I think this is the Z-Tune. No, this is the V-Spec. Anyways, this was an event model at the Tokyo Auto Salon at Kuala Lumpur. So there is that. And then they also showed off some stuff as well. Pretty cool. There was a little bit more than this, but I figured these were kind of the highlights. Some really nice. That Tiffany blue on the RWB looks amazing. So there is that. Inno64, I still haven't decided if I'm going to actually support them and talk about them on the channel, but I do think it's interesting that they're doing collaborations with ASICs. This is China exclusives. I guess there's some promotion going on. You buy the shoes, you get the model, or something like that. So kind of interesting, kind of very ugly cars, and definitely not my cup of tea as far as shoes go. But everybody's got different tastes. But yeah, next up. So I want your guys' thoughts on Motor Helix. So I always kind of just blew them off. I never really looked into them until the other day. Um, I was looking at their Mazda 787B, and holy crap, that thing is amazing. I ordered one, just so you guys know. I do have one coming. But then I went down the rabbit hole. I couldn't sleep the other night, and I literally stayed up till like 2 or 3 in the morning watching YouTube videos, researching, looking at like Reddit posts about Motor Helix. From what I understand, they are a super legit brand and they make really nice models. I don't know why I blew them off before. I think some of you guys have asked me to check them out. I apologize. But yeah, here's a pre-order recently. They've got Audi S8 2008 in two different colors, black and silver. They look amazing. Definitely going to get one or both of those. I think I'm leaning towards the black because it does have a tan interior. But then we've got an NSX-R and NSX-R GT, which those both look awesome. And then a couple Honda Acti trucks, which are really cool. So yeah, officially licensed and everything. Yeah, I don't know why I've been sleeping on them, but they look incredible. And here's another pre-order. We've got a couple Nissan Skyline GTR R34s. The red one's a Nismo, a customized Nismo version, and then we got the blue one is the same but with a carbon fiber hood. And then this Honda S2000 is really cool. You've got GTR R35 right there. With it says with customized headlights. And then you've got a Honda Civic Type R in Mugen livery, which is really cool. And then a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4 GSR from the Rally Monte Carlo. The only thing I'm going to complain about for the Mitsubishi is there's no tire printing when it really should have tire printing. But yeah, officially licensed and everything. Here's some other photos. I think for this Honda S2000, there's a blue, like they include the blue soft top, the white hard top, and then I also think you can remove the engine as well, the bonnet for the engine as well, and just have it be open. So really cool. And then Motor Helix also had some event models at Tokyo Auto Salon. They had the GTR 50, or not the GTR 50. What am I talking about? The just an R35 and then an R34 and an R35 two car set. So yeah, there's that. And then for Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, they've got some cool stuff. So a Honda Acti truck. It says polished and clear coated, so it's basically like a raw chase version, but it's just an event model. And then they have this. I believe this is a 3-car set, and you've got a Civic Type R. Um, Actually, you've got 3 different Civic Type Rs: the EK9, the FD2, and the FL5. And it says this is electroplating copper, so that's just fancy terms for like a copper chrome. So not a big fan of the chrome cars, but they are kind of neat, I suppose. This is the really cool one. I don't know anything about this car. It says the space frame with engine. I don't know if this is a real thing or if this is kind of just like a this might actually be something they have on display, like a real car they have on display there. That might be why it's got like this fancy wooden base. But this thing looks really cool. Definitely really cool, really unique. A couple more things. We've got Majorette. They are doing some more premium style diecast. I don't know. Something about them just looks off. They look like green lights to me. So I'm not super excited for these, but I do think more competition in the diecast space is good. The Porsche looks nice. But yeah, there's those. Also, Majorette is going to be doing some premium 164 scale stuff as well, and they're starting off. I suppose they're starting off with some of the Li Auto cars, which, from what I understand, you can only get in China. Maybe some other places. Well, no, I probably not only China, but yeah, China EV company. You've got the L6, the L7, 2 colors of the L7, L8, and L9 in this photo. So definitely pretty cool. Not my cup of tea, but definitely pretty cool. I bet there could be a lot of cool things coming from this new like line of cars. So another new brand that I have my eye on is Kilo Works. They're doing a bunch of cool Audi RS3 TCR stuff, which TCR is really cool. Never been something I've really been super into, but these cars are nice and they are officially licensed from what I can tell. So another just little thing to keep an eye out if you are interested in that stuff. That presentation one with the Audi Sport logo is actually really cool. And then next up, another new brand that I have my eye on, and this looks the most promising, is Trends Hobby. So apparently this is a sub brand of RM. Is it RMZ, RZM, something like that? I don't know anything about that. I don't know what all the other brands they are that they own, but they've got a like bunch of collaboration rights down here, like Ultraman, Bruce Lee, some other stuff. But this is a lot of really nice licenses. Bentley, Lamborghini, Mercedes, Toyota, 24 Hours of Le Mans, Maserati, BMW, McLaren, Pagani, Audi, Honda, Porsche, and Nissan. Not to mention DTM, but not only DTM, they have DTM licensing with Mercedes, BMW, and Audi. This could be huge, you guys. This could be really huge. And they actually did post their first pre-order announcement. And one of the reasons I really am liking the sound of them is they are very, very adamant that all of their stuff is officially licensed and that they're going to be doing pretty much like stuff that like other brands aren't doing, basically. So this is going to be awesome. And they did release their first pre-order announcement. McLaren Senna GTR. We have seen these from LCD before. We haven't seen this one on the far left. We have seen the red, blue, and orange ones. In my opinion, they don't quite look as good as the LCDs, but those LCDs are ridiculously expensive now. So this is going to be a great way for a lot of collectors to get these Senna GTRs in the Richard Mille liveries that are really nicely detailed from what I can see. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what Trends Hobby does. I probably won't get any of these just because I do have 2 of the LCD versions, but yeah, I'm really excited. And then there was a sneak peek of this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Porsche 911 GTD. I'm so excited I can't even talk. I'm going too fast. Porsche 911 GT1 LM race car. And I believe that picture on the top is what this first version is going to be. Opens up, super detailed. Oh my gosh. We're going to see more from Trends Hobby at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. So all of their new stuff will be in the next video, but we've got some Toyota Land Cruisers in the background. with Toyota licensing. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But that's all I have for you guys. I'm really excited about a lot of this stuff. There's some really cool things going on. So yeah, I'm really excited. There's a lot of new brands kind of emerging that, are fully licensed. Well, I guess Motor Helix isn't new. They're new to me. But like Kilo Works, Trends Hobby, there's a lot of really cool new stuff popping up. And this type of stuff right here, like old Le Mans stuff, this is my type of thing. I know everybody's different, everybody has different opinions. So I might be more excited for about this than a lot of other people, but this is cool in my opinion. And you don't see this very much. So I'm excited. You guys will have to let me know what you think about all the news that we covered in this video down in the comments below. Let me know if I missed anything, and I will catch you guys in the next video.